start again. It's a rich thing.
Alright guys, today's final day. I'm going to be putting my cams in. I'm not going to do it myself. I have someone who's going to be doing it for me. It's one of my buddies. If he lets me record, I'll record, but I don't want to like take his time, you know, stopping him just to record, to explain some things if he doesn't feel like doing it. So you'll find out, and I'll probably be there, so I'll probably kind of get the concept of it, so that way I could kind of explain it after. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'll keep you guys updated. Alright, here's the motor. I've been working my 6-speed. If you saw the last clip, you seen how bad it was smoking. I think it burnt the piston ring because it's not overheating. So I'm gonna be ordering my clutch. I got my clutch, but I need to order my flywheel next. And here's the RL cams. I'll put where I got these from. And he always sells them, so you can always buy one more if you want more. But yeah, so here's the motor, and yeah. Alright guys, a little more into it. So you don't have to take off the runners or anything, you just gotta take off the shield. You got the cam out. We ended up getting these out, so we got new O-rings for these. I'll give you the part number. So we got 2 of them, 1 for each side. Old cams are already out. There's other old cams. He took off whatever you call these, rocker arms. I don't know. I think those are rocker arms. Cams are out. Pull these off. So yeah, he's gonna grab his lube. We're gonna grab lube these up, and he's gonna probably trying to get these in there now. I don't have a part number. I think they are a left and right are 2 different numbers. Based off what I'm looking at. We'll see right now. I'm gonna see if they're left and right, but when I called Acura, they said they're 2 different ones, but I'm just gonna make sure real quick. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Sorry I'm not showing you the process. It's just because even he doesn't really have, you know, all the time to be doing it. But yeah, I don't know if we need these seals or not. I forgot to ask about these ones. Alright, you can see no oil at all. These ones look pretty good. The guy's as an Acura tech, so he said we're going to reuse them. I asked him if we could just get them, but he said no, it should be fine. So we're going to go ahead and reuse the cam seals. Well, yep. Alright guys, so cams are in, everything is basically done. So these cams are supposed to be more aggressive, and you know, they didn't have no part number on these RL cams, but when he was doing the valve adjustment, he noticed that all of them were tighter, which he thinks is because the lobes, you know, for RL is technically supposed to be fatter, and so it kind of tightened up when he was adjusting the valves. So he got that all squared away. So yeah, everything's done. Sorry I didn't film it like I said earlier. Just, you know, didn't want to bother him. I want him to make sure he does everything correctly and not get distracted. This was the same guy you saw in my engine build video when he was doing the compression test. His name is Jesse. Put his Instagram right here. If you're local in the SoCal area and want to hit him up for any of these, he charged me about 300 bucks to install the cams. I'm pretty sure it would be more if it was off the car, but yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with it, if anything. And then yeah, he looked over everything. He said everything was good. So at least right now, it don't look like we're gonna have any issues getting this motor dropped in. But yep, I think that will be it for this little section. I don't know if I'm gonna continue this part. I'll be ordering my flywheel finally, since my engine like blew up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just order that. I was gonna wait a little bit longer to save a little bit more money, that way I don't spend a big chunk of my savings, but it's whatever. We'll go ahead and order the flywheel that bolts onto this spec clutch. The only thing now is getting a rear motor mount, because like I said, I do not want to run the rear. A little bit too stiff that I heard. Don't want to deal with it. We're gonna go ahead and get an OEM rear motor mount and keep the solid innovative ones for the sides, the front and the side. All right, guys. So another day, another problem. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys. I think this memory card is actually finally gonna get full. So I'm almost done with this memory card. Actually got a lot of content coming in your way. But anyways, yeah, so I was gonna record this, but I'm gonna show you guys because, you know, just in case you run into this issue, or have you guys seen it? I never had this issue before, but it might be because I was static and I was fucking up everything, or due to the little accident that happened, maybe this messed up. But look at this. I was hearing a knocking sound just on this side, and I was like, what the fuck? I was never doing that before, until like a little accident. I put a new knuckle, new studs and all that, and this is what I found out. I was seeing everything, and then this is what it is. So we're under here. I got my skunk 2. You see that? That is not supposed to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and try to tighten it up and see if that even helps out, but I think the bushing broke or something. I don't know what happened on that one, honestly. So we'll see if we can tighten that up. Should be about a 14 millimeter, I believe. And if that don't work, then I might have to get a new skunk 2 double control arm. We're going to Alex's house. He's a guy from about an hour away from my local town. We'll be putting some, I think it's P2R ported runners onto his Type S. I don't think I'm gonna get a before shot, just because we want to, you know, do it while it's cold. So if you're driving, then we're gonna wait like an hour or two. It's gonna be fucking hot. So, but we'll do it after, because you'll know more about his car if anything. So I'm about to pull up, and then I'll show you guys. You know, I don't know if I'll go too in depth, but I'll show you guys, you know, kind of the process. I got a video on YouTube already on my engine build. You can check that out if you want to go more in depth. But I'll give you guys, like, you know, update on what we're doing. I am about to pull up right now. You been having this exhaust?
I just got it.
So what we're doing?
So we're installing P2R runners and spacer.
Alright.
Yep.
Where is it at? Right here?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, and you got the throttle body?
Yeah.
See, I want to get that too.
I'm going to the dealership a couple days ago, picking this up.
Okay, so you didn't get gaskets for the spacers, right?
I did.
Oh, so you won't need those, right? We'll see.
That's for the...
Oh, for the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got...
Oh, yeah.
both sides.
So you already kind of know how your car feels before this, right?
Yeah, I make sure that I bought everything before I even started it.
Oh, okay. So it looks like you already got this plate off already?
Yeah.
So that's off. Next, we're going to take off these ones, take the whole manifold off. He already got his throttle body off. Cool. So we're going to take the 10 millimeters after you get the manifold off in here. And then we're going to be removing the injectors out. And it's probably going to remove the power steering pump out of the way.
Okay.
If we need to. We'll see. Alright, well, he's taking those fuel rail bolts out. I went ahead and took this serving belt and the power steering off. That way we get more room. We'll be pulling these out of the injectors, out of the O-rings, the holes now. So we'll go ahead and take this 10 millimeter off right here. Hold this little bracket because we're gonna move this all the way out. Like I said, we get all the room we can. Alright, got that bolt out of there, so now you can see the bracket is now loose. Go ahead, and now we're going to be taking off the 12 millimeters right here, and there'll be one down there as well. Alright, got the first one out. Now we could take off the other ones. We got that one, the other 4 or whatever, and then we'll replace the knock sensor where we're at it, and the harness. Alright, so we got the old knock sensor out. It's not broken, we're taking it off. What size do we use? Use a 24 to take it out. We're gonna put the new one in. What's the part number? It's for the knock sensor, and then that's for the knock sensor harness. and we're gonna be installing it back in. All right, we're putting the new ones in already. Got the new knock sensor. I just left it on the little harness, the little bar bracket for it right here. So we're gonna tighten up those up. We're gonna wipe these off, the little O-rings, real quick because they're a little dirty. And yeah, tighten this up, wipe the O-rings off, and then we'll put the other one on and just put everything back together. And we're gonna be putting the spacers as well. So he's getting the ported runners and spacers at the exact same time. He even got the throttle body, the P2R throttle body spacer as well. So this one won't make it too much of a difference, but we'll still see how everything feels. All right, make sure you don't lose these black caps. We had to take off the runner again because 2 of them was missing and 1 was actually inside the intake valve or whatever. But yeah, putting everything back together again. All right, I put the bolt on for that bracket right there. That holds the knock sensor. Make sure you clip in the knock sensor right here. Put the fuel injector clips on, and now we're going to put the 10 millimeters that hold the fuel rail onto here, and then after that we'll move on to the P2R runners and spacers. I mean, not runners, the spacers. All right, so we got spacer and runners on. I'm going to put the spacer with the thermal gasket from P2R. This one you're just gonna kind of have to line up and then put the manifold on and then put the bolts on. And once you start getting like 2 bolts on, everything else should line up pretty good. Alright, so we had to extend this hose, so we got another one and cut it down. So we got this one extended. This one should just clip right in, barely. Look at that. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and tie it in the top plate. We've got all the bolts in for the manifold. He put the P2R throttle body spacer on, and yeah, you can get that finished up. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these up. All right, well, everything fitted. We ended up just taking a 10 millimeter bolt right here out and one right here that kind of holds this harness on, just so we could get this one to stretch on. It's pretty tight, but it's on there now. I'm gonna see if the hood closes with a P2R runners and spacer. It does pop out a little bit. For sure you can't use the valve cover. All right, let's see. What?
It does.
So here's your proof. You don't need hood spacers to clear the P2R runners, even with the thermal gasket. With a 3.7, I don't know, this is 3.5, but...
Yeah, I think the 3.7 is bigger.
Is it bigger?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe with a 3.7 you might, but with the 3.5 at least, it clears no problem. Damn, that's good though.
Oh, no.
Alright, you gonna start it up?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm good at that.
Okay.
I wonder how much of a clearance though, like if it actually hits, or if it's perfect.
I think it like, it might be perfect. Yeah, well, it's probably brand new, so we'll see. Kind of quiet. I think it's like not even ticking or anything. Oh, I might have to relearn the idle. I forgot about that. You might want to reset the battery actually.
Well, how did this connect it?
Oh, the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, perfect. Nice. Alright. Clean up and before I go for a test drive, yeah?
Yep.
The old runners, he could send those back to P2R. He'll get like what, 60 bucks, 70 bucks back?
Yeah.
Something like that back from P2R. The only thing is you had to pay for the shipping yourself. You know that?
Yeah.
Damn, the chain really just stopped right there.
Oh, I can tell right away.
Yeah? It's just like, is it rev up faster?
Yeah, it revs up a little faster.
Dude, you got mean crack, huh?
Oh, wow.
It's not even a crack, you're making a big old chunk. Alright, let's see. P2R sponsor us.
I know, huh?
About all your shit.
Yeah, lower RPM doesn't like it. Not as much anymore.
I heard you get a lightweight pulley. Oh, you probably had no lag.
Well, supposedly it says 7. But,
All together or just?
no, I don't know about all together. I know just
We'll
the
say about,
runners.
let's say about 15 all together.
Yeah.
About 15 horsepower, hopefully. This is with a new knock sensor, a P2R knock sensor, right?
Damn. Oh yeah, big time. I'm gonna have to get those pulleys now.
The money to power ratio is not really that good for TLs. Like really, like the more the money you spend for like you get, but at least you can feel it though.
You can feel it, yeah, but you're right.
I wonder if you'll feel it more if you get both of them. I wonder if you will feel it even if you just got one of them. They just feel smooth.
Yeah.
I wonder if you would have took them. I'm pretty sure you would have took them.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. Dude, imagine if it's stick shift.
Oh, I know.
Nice pull, nice gains. And he also has the J-pipe long tube and the tuxedo exhaust or cat back. And he has a engine intake. What else do you have on here? Power-wise, that's it, huh? Yeah.
Throttle body spacer.
Oh yeah, the P2R throttle body spacer.
P2R runners.
And the runners. But yeah. See you back at the house.